So democracy is about competing ideas of India. You have your idea, the Congress's vision of secularism, which many are also questioning at times. And you have the BJP's idea of India, which you have a huge problem with. At the end of the day, the people of this country will decide, like the people of Tamil Nadu will decide in this election, or Kerala. Different states decide differently, the country decides differently. Why demonize the other idea? Is demonizing Modi or Moditva going to be the only way the Congress believes it can come back to power in this country?
I'm not demonizing Mr. Modi. I'm pointing out his narrative is against the very idea on which India was born, that this will be a secular, liberal, open society. Now, you can believe that a kind of a Putin regime or a Xi regime is good for India, it will make India rich. You can believe that. But I revolt against it, because that is against the very fundamental principles of India's constitution. He has a right to propagate it, but I have a right to point out it is antithetical to the underlying constitutional values, which is secularism, liberalism, liberty, equality, and fraternity.
Mr. Chidambaram, we just have a couple of more minutes left. I just want to, you're a former finance minister and home minister, so you're in a good position to answer this question. Do you believe that the Modi model has succeeded when it comes to the economy? Not at all. You're not willing to accept the buzz
Not
that
at all.
the worst is over. We have a V-shaped recovery that's about to take place. You will not accept.
Where do you get these simplistic conclusions, tell me? Where is the V-shaped recovery?
This is what the chief economic advisor told me a week ago.
What else will the chief economic advisor do? If he says anything else, he will be the ex-chief economic advisor. Where is the V-shaped recovery? Have you read Jahangir Aziz's column 4 days ago? Even the 0.4% of the third quarter is quarter upon quarter. If you look at it sequentially, India is not growing at all. In fact, there's been a setback in the third quarter. I mean, I think you should not look at headlines put out by the chief economic advisor. The chief economic advisor has been talking about a V-shaped recovery for the last 24 months. Just go back and read your old press clippings. For the last 24 months, he's been talking about a V-shaped recovery.
Let me therefore conclude by asking you this, Mr. Chidambaram. You are an unabashed critic of the Modi government. The fact, though, is that this decade has been the decade of the rise of the BJP. Put on your sort of hat as a forecaster. What do you expect the next 10 decades to be? If we come back here in Chennai to the South Conclave 10 years from now, do you believe that the Congress will be a stronger or a weaker force, or almost a force which has been totally invisibilized?
Don't pass sweeping judgments. The Congress nearly rose to unseat the BJP in Gujarat the last time. Don't forget that. Nearly. The difference is only a few seats. At the moment, the Congress has to consolidate its position in Kerala, Tamil Nadu, and Puducherry. We have a long battle in Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. But I think there are winds of change in Punjab, Haryana, at least western Uttar Pradesh, to some extent in Maharashtra and Assam. But in that central India, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and Madhya Pradesh, we have great difficulties. So I approach these matters purely logically and in a hard-headed manner. Consolidate what you have, address the problems where there are problems, and find narratives that suit each state. I think it's doable if we all sit together in the party, have elected bodies, and put our heads together, it's doable. It's a long struggle, but I'm prepared for a long struggle even at this age. Now, younger men and women will be prepared for a longer struggle. The Congress has had this history of long struggle. We will be able to consolidate and move forward. That's my view.